What's up, bro? I'm going to teach you exactly how to fix your life. If you are depressed right now, if you feel like you're wasting your life away, if you have been just consuming a lot of self-improvement content, but just never seem able to take action, this is exactly what you must do. So first of all, you need to get into a full-blown dopamine detox. That's the first thing, because right now your dopamine levels are just fucked, entirely fucked. Why? Because your dopamine receptors have closed down due to overstimulation. So how can we fix this? There's a bunch of bad habits that spike your dopamine level. When you are engaging on instant gratification, you spike your dopamine levels above your baseline. This is, let's say you are a normal, regular human being that has never engaged on degeneracy at all, which is really fucking hard in these times that we are living in, because everything is designed to grab your attention and overstimulate you. But let's say you have never engaged with video games, porn, masturbation, junk food, or anything like that. Let's say you are a 1 year old or something, right? And this is your baseline dopamine. That's why you feel normal. That's why you can actually do hard things like working out. This doesn't feel that bad. This feels kind of bad, but you can do it. You can do a lot of things. You can run. You can actually study. You can work, right? And everything feels normal. Just everything is just regular. And then you start engaging with bad habits, right? You start just playing video games. Fuck, you feel great. You got this amazing spike on dopamine. Dopamine is the neurotransmitter of motivation. It's not about pleasure. That's what we used to believe, but it is not like that. It's about actually motivation. So this spikes your dopamine levels, and after you are just while you're already doing the thing and you're feeling good and all that stuff, that your dopamine starts to decrease. And after it finishes off decreasing, right, it drops below your baseline, and now this is your new baseline. It will return to your normal baseline if you just stop doing the habit, but since it felt so good, you usually will go back at some point and do it again, right? Instead of within a week, I mean, if you do it like let's say every single day, right, or every 2 days, it starts to shorten the time span in which you are actually doing the thing. So it will drop again, it will spike again, and it will drop again, lower below baseline. What's going on here? You will keep decreasing your baseline to a point in which when you spike your dopamine, it will only be feel as good as before you started doing the thing. And that's really fucked up, because then you know you are fucking addicted addicted to something, right? That's when you really know you're fucked. The thing is, a lot of people who play video games, it happened to me, for example, when they have been playing video games for, let's say, 3, 4, 5 years, I don't know, there comes a point when video games don't feel fun at all. There comes a point in which, just to feel normal, you need to spend 10 hours playing video games straight, like a fucking maniac, just to feel normal. And then it will come a point in which not even that gets you excited. Not even video games actually feel compelling. It will come a point in which you will actually feel depressed by default all the time. Doesn't matter if you play video games, if you don't play it, and you will lose motivation for everything. You will have trouble even taking a shower. Yeah, you dirty motherfucker, you're probably there. I know. So this is really fucked up. This is when you realize you really have a problem. And it happens with video games, it happens with drugs, it happens with junk food. That with junk food is even worse because it gets you really fat and unhealthy. It happens with pornography and masturbation. It happens with social media. You keep scrolling through your phone and you waste 10 hours straight on fucking TikTok, and you realize you're wasting your life away, and you are losing control of your own time and attention. You're losing control of your own mind, and then you feel depressed, and then you are really fucked. You have no motivation to do anything, and you find really hard to focus on work or on studying or reading or doing anything that is actually productive for you or good for you. Then you are having a really bad time to actually engage with the good habits that you want to do to improve your life. So when you find out about self-improvement and when you start to engaging with it, right, it becomes really fucking problematic. Because then, let's say for example, you try to start going to the gym and you just keep dropping it. Just go to the gym for a week and then drop it. Go to the gym for a week and then drop it again, and spend 2-3 weeks without going. Then you make no progress. Then you feel bad about yourself. You start trying to eat healthy and you go back to baseline, and you go back after 1 week of diet, you go back to eating junk food and eating this bullshit. There's a problem with all of this. That problem is identity, because you perceive yourself as the kind of person who does those bad habits, right? You think you are meant to do those because you perceive yourself as the fat guy, you perceive yourself as a video game, you perceive yourself as the wanker or something, right? So how do you change your identity? One of the first things you need is space, is time. With this, I mean you need to get out of all the overstimulation. Return your dopamine levels to a basic, to its natural state. Allow your dopamine receptors to open up again, so things actually feel, so things actually get back to have color, to have meaning, to feel compelling. So you go back to feel motivated to do things. This is essential. This is one of the first things you need to do. You need to bore yourself to death. Just make a very clear list that you're not going to engage in any of the instant gratification activities. You're not going to you're not going to listen to music. You're not going to play video games. You're not going to watch YouTube. You're not going to watch social media at all. You're not going to engage with any of the bad habits. None at all. Eventually, don't worry, you can reintroduce music, right? And you can reintroduce, for example, YouTube for educational content, not short form content, not entertainment, but that's later on. So, but what you're going to do is a complete cutout of every single dopamine source. You're even going to try to not uh, talk to people. And if you want to be really radical, what you're going to do is actually even cut out food. You're going to spend an entire day just doing a really good fasting, at least the first day, and you're going to sustain this dopamine detox for an entire week. You will not have to do absolutely anything. Literally, you just bore yourself to death. That's all. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to do any of the good habits. Now, you will have the good habits as optional, and you will build a timetable that you can follow whenever you want. Just if you're really bored, you can do that. Then your timetable will look something like this. Let's say you wake up in the morning, you meditate, right? Or let's say, for example, this is a really good timetable. I like this. But the first of all, the three cores of improvement habits are meditation for the soul, working out for the body, and reading for the mind. Those are the most important things you need to do every single day. On top of that, that's just like the foundation. On top of that, you are going to learn how to make money online or build your own business just build something purposeful, something fulfilling, and make money out of it, just make a living out of it. So, but that has to be purposeful, purpose. But that's advanced for now. Let's just go back to where we were. The thing is, you can start, let's say, with your timetable could be something like waking up, jumping into a straight cold shower. That will wake you up a lot, right? Right after that, just meditating, 10 minutes, 5 minutes, whatever it is, doesn't matter. You can start with guided meditations and you can learn how to meditate with this free app. It's made by volunteers. It's called Medito. I do recommend you to go and download it right now and do your first meditation right after this video, just to try, just to see that it's actually pretty easy. Their first meditations on their course is they are like 1 minute, 3 minutes, something like this, really fucking short. It's just like listening to a song. It's just perfect, really fucking fast. They teach you exactly how to do it. You won't have any problems, and trust me, in more advanced stages, you're going to learn to just do it by yourself. Then you will be able to do it by yourself when they teach you there. I don't want to go into too much depth into meditation, but I will teach you some things when we get the time. Don't worry about it. But right now I want to focus on this video specifically on teaching you how to get out of that rut, just get out of that depressive state and just start making progress. Start building yourself up, start building your mental health so you can actually do work and you can actually start progressing towards your goals and you can build yourself up. So, what do? You basically start by taking a cold shower. You write down the I'm going to try to show you examples of timetables maybe on the editing. Hopefully my editor started working already on this kind of stuff. Maybe you will see it right here or something like that. And that's an example of a timetable. You just set these habits for yourself. Cold shower, meditation, let's say walking in the park or something like that to get sunlight. It's really important to get sunlight in the morning, to in the first hour within you waking up, right? So you actually spike your cortisol levels and you go to bed easily at night. Let's not overcomplicate this too much. You do that, then you work out. Normally this in this part, after you do your meditation and your cold shower, normally this part you will have your eat the frog moment, basically your hardest, most leverage deep work task of your day. Let's say if you're a YouTuber, for example, this would be for you to record videos, right? Which is a very creative endeavor in which you need to engage your entire focus and attention on it and try to make it the best possible. Hopefully I'm doing a good job with it. But yeah, um, afterwards, what you will do is basically, let's say at the beginning, if you're not doing anything specific, but I do recommend you could have like a eat the frog moment. Let's say if you want to start an online business, then watch the previous video I just made. In that video, you will know how to start your online business and you can integrate this into your routine. So let's say you got your eat the frog moment there. And after your eat the frog moment, your deep work task, right? What you will do basically is work out. You work out, and then the rest of your day is basically reading. Reading to gain knowledge. And that's your entire day on your timetable. You write down the moments and all that kind of stuff. It's really important. Do not skip this. It's really important to be able to track how many tasks you're doing and to have like this incentive, like this gamification of the thing, right? In which you place different ranks with different emojis or whatever in your timetable. Like I said, your timetable can be yeah, I think I didn't say this, but your timetable should be, is the easiest way to make it is on your own notes, on the iPhone notes application. Yeah, it's really fucking good. It's perfect for that. If you don't have an iPhone, just what the fuck are you doing? Just buy America, man. Just what the fuck are you doing? Why are you buying bullshit? Just buy an iPhone. But well, you can do it on your notes on, I don't know, an Android is fine, or Notion. Notion is a really good place to do it. A lot of people are using it now. I do use it, but not for a timetable personally. I rather have my timetables on my phone. Um, well, the other thing, identity shifting. How can you go through identity shifting that's going to help you a lot as well? Like I said, all of these tasks are optional, entirely optional. You will engage naturally with them. You don't have to force yourself to it. This, you can build up discipline incredibly. You can build up, instead of discipline, you can actually build up motivation. This is fucking huge. I wish I knew this shit before I spent so much time trying so hard and doing and just developing my discipline the hardest way. You can develop your discipline in such an easier way because you can lead with motivation and then just use your discipline very gradually the times that you don't really want to do the things you have to do. And bro, I'm telling you, it's a perfect combination. You will get into a flow state using these two forces at your own at your own pace instead of just trying really fucking hard when you actually are basically entering into a part of the learning curve that is too advanced for you. And that's the thing. Also, this leads me to something that I almost forgot. Lower the entry bar, the bar of achievement. Lower it enough so you can pass it. What do I mean by this? When you start working out, you cannot go to the gym for 2 hours when you have never worked out on your life. That's a mistake. If you try to do like a really advanced workout or something like that, you're going to fucking shock your system so much. Not actually because you can't do it, but because it's going to feel so hard. You might complete it, but it's going to feel so hard that you're not going to go back. That's like the fat guy who goes to the gym and do a 2 hour workout like a fucking weightlifter, right? And never returns to the gym in his fucking life. That's just reality. So instead of doing that, you just go to the gym for 5 fucking minutes. Learn how to do one exercise. That's it. You return the next day. Oh, start learning how to do another exercise. Just spend 5 minutes. Eventually, the more you do it, it's just like, for example, other example is just reading. How did I start reading? I start reading 2 pages per day. That's it. 2 pages. Because at the beginning, when you are just dumbass and your brain doesn't fucking work and you have no way of holding your attention, you will start reading a page, right? You will start reading, let's say, a sentence, and your mind will wander. And you will actually have a hard time to finish up an entire paragraph. Fuck, that's really hard. And when you are doing that, when you are feeling that kind of uh, let's say when you do that and you read 10 fucking pages and you spend like 2 3 hours reading there and you feel like it's so fucking hard, and next time you feel like you have to do exactly the same amount you did the last time, you're not going to do it. You're going to think, oh, tomorrow I just read 20 pages. No, you're not. No, you're not going to. That's just reality. You're not going to. So instead of being a dumbass like that and just fucking your progress, What you're going to do is just read 2 pages per day, and only read more when you really feel like reading more, and when you truly believe that you are at such a level. Just as it is. It must feel easy enough so you can actually complete it. Not that easy that is fucking boring and just extremely easy, but easy enough so you can actually do it. And hard enough so it pushes your boundaries, it pushes your capacity. It just you are leaning just beyond your edge here. That's what David Ida says on his book, The Way of the Superior Man. You should read that book as well. But if you're going to start right now with self improvement from the ground up, from zero, what I do recommend you is to read Atomic Habits. It's one of the best books about that. It's going to teach you about how to build habits. It does talks about the identity. It's really important. And like I said, for identity shifting, what I recommend you is to go into basically affirmations. Affirmations work because if you make them really compelling, if you write them yourself, and if you relate them to what you're doing and what and the kind of personality you want to embody, right? You will be doing. You will be basically programming your unconscious mind. How do you program your unconscious mind? Just by reading these affirmations twice a day, once in the morning as soon as you wake up, once in the evening right before going to bed. Those are the moments in which your unconscious mind is the most susceptible to suggestion. So do that on those times. It's the best. Write down your affirmations, and I'll leave a link in the description in which you can actually see some examples of that. I got a Notion template entirely for free in which you can see examples, and also you could go to my entire course, the part of identity shifting. I believe it's just like the first module, and you can go through it. I do recommend you to go through it. It's going to help you a lot. That course is amazing. It's just a real shame that not a lot of people have actually seen it and gone through it. But I do recommend you to do it yourself. It's going to change your entire fucking life. But with this video, you should actually have enough to actually get out of depression. Bro, this literally takes 2 weeks. In I was living in a chronic depression for like 3 or 4 years, since 17 to 21 or something like that. I was thought even about killing myself because it was so fucking hard. I had no motivation, I had no drive, I had no will to do absolutely anything. My life felt like I had no control over it, and there was nothing fundamentally wrong. It was just that I I felt like nothing was fun, nothing was motivating, and I couldn't do anything with my life. I felt like a fucking loser. I even had a girlfriend back in those days. I had a bunch of good friends. I would party a lot, and I was still so fucking depressed. It was hell. I thought, shit, if a girlfriend didn't solve my problems, if a lot of friends didn't solve my problem, if party didn't solve my problem, if video games didn't solve my problems, what the fuck is going on here? Why I'm feeling so bad? And it was because of dopamine. It was because of this shit. It was because I had no motivation. It was because I had nothing in my life, and I was building nothing, and I was not progressing towards any goals, and I had no mental health. And this is how I solved it. In 2 fucking weeks, I already started feeling so much better. I have never gone back to depression. It's been more than 3 years already. I have never gone back to depression. Never felt it again. Even when I have felt sad, I still had so much more control over my emotions. I didn't break loose. I I cannot explain to you how how much I have grown in all this time, how much I have achieved thanks to all of this. And I wish that for you, man. I truly do. And I want to see you grow, and I want to see you become a man of values, of character, of principles, a man of achievements. I want to see the greatness shine through you. And hopefully you will do it with me. Hopefully you will be in my community, the one that I'm building right now, this civilizational project that I'm just building up. Hopefully hopefully I might as well even be able to help you directly. I don't know. Book a call with me. Like I said, calls in previous videos and all, coaching calls are for free. I'm doing coaching right now, one-on-one, to teach you how to get out of depression, to teach you how to start building your own business, online business, to teach you how to build yourself up in the three key ways, in the three more important pillars of holistic self-improvement, which are working out for the body, reading for the mind, and meditating for the spirit. So yeah, I think this is the video, man. This is it. Like I said, the first link in the description must be to book a call with me, one-on-one, Calendly. The second video in the description should take you to the identity shifting template, Notion template. If I have it already, probably the third one is to my free school community, to get you actually into this civilizational project, to get you into self-improvement, to start ascending the ranks inside this wonderful civilizational project called Gora, the Blue Kingdom of the North, which is going to be fucking amazing. This tribe, man, that I'm building, this fucking kingdom, it's going to be it's going to be fucking amazing. And I just couldn't be more excited to do something so purposeful and fulfilling, and have a cause to actually die for and to actually live for. This is purpose. This is my purpose. And I'm just really glad. I'm just really glad I didn't kill myself a couple of years ago. I'm really glad I'm just making all of this, because it's so fulfilling, because it's so great. And being able to help you, directly and get you out of depression, just grant you back your dignity and your soul and your motivation, and build you up from a loser, just like I was, into a man of purpose, of principles, of character. There's nothing better than this. Delusion backed up only by words is just delusion. But delusion backed up by relentless action, that's called faith, brother. Remember, duty, honor, and pride. I'll see you on the next one.